Let's start off at the beginning. This is the Five of Cups. This is what I call the crying over spilt milk card, and it's exactly what it depicts. There is some sadness, maybe some depression around some situations that happened in the past. Now, as we all know, we cannot change the past. We can only change our behavior in the present to affect our future. So there are some things in the past that you're sad about, either unresolved things or things that happened a different way than you wanted them to. But now it's time to really feel the effects of those either situations or behavior, and then let it go. Because there are two things right here hanging in right there in your back that are needing your attention. So it's time to cast off that dark shadow, take a look at the gifts that you have in your life so you can move forward. And it looks like it's been holding you back. This has been holding you back from creating your highest essence, moving forward into your life, going into a happier place. So Sag, please, I encourage you, take a look at what those are and give them to spirit. Give them to spirit if they are spending too much time in your head. So you need to turn around and see what your gifts are right behind you. And they really require some attention from you. So that is what's happening now. The Queen of Cups is what crosses you. Now, the Queen of Cups can stand for a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. It can also depict just taking the high road, being exalted. The Queen of Cups is a responsible person, is a person that has their emotions in check, doesn't use manipulation. This is someone of higher energy. So this may be a friend that's trying to help you see, this is gone, this is done. Now it's time to move on, or an example for you to attain, whether it's finding your highest creative essence, keeping your emotions in check, being respectful of others. So this is kind of like taking the high road. This is like take the high road. But it also can stand for a water sign. This is a queen, so it's most likely someone who's a little older or someone who's very, very knowledgeable. So, and this is in the cross position. So I believe it's someone that's there to help you get out of the crying over spilled milk stuff. So take a look at what your blessings are and hopefully move on from there. But that Queen of Cups, it's feeling like it's a helpful person. It's also an example for you on how to relate to and be affected or not affected by other people's opinions and situations. So the Knight of Wands is here, as well as the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So this is more likely male energy. I'm feeling that this is something you have to make a decision on. It feels like being pulled in two different directions. The wands are fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Knight of Cups are Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So, and this looks like a little bit of give and take, but it feels like one is a giver and one is a taker. And finding your words to find the balance in these relationships will be your challenge. But it looks like you're really being torn, and that there are some choices that is in your awareness that you need to make. Temperance card here is finding some balance. These emotional cups are going back and forth. So you may be going back and forth or changing your mind about something. So take a look at what benefits from you. And you're an over-gifter, Sagittarius. You gift of yourself. So now it's time to give more to you. It looks like you have been trying to find your balance for a while in a situation, trying to get some clarity. I think once you take a step into what your decision is and that will better you, it will be abundantly clear which direction to go. I'm also feeling that if a choice is presented to you that is similar, take the new road. Take the new choice. Take a leap of faith. Do something different. It's really easy, Sagittarius, to get kind of in the same rut where we know we can accomplish this. So this is the choice that we make instead of the new one because it's a little scarier. But I encourage you to just gather your big girl or big boy pants and take a leap of faith into the new situation, onto the new path, onto the new road. So if you have a choice of two things, please take the new choice. I'm seeing two choices here, two things, two projects, two things that you wanted to do. So take the new choice. Also, the crown is lighting up here, making decisions for you, making decisions that are healthy for you and not unhealthy for someone else at the same time. So getting that integrity going and taking the time to really feel out and think of what you want to do. I know you're a fire sign, Sagittarius, so you kind of move by the seat of your pants and make very quick decisions. So making a quick decision is good, but making a rash decision is not. So make sure you get all the information you need, collect information for yourself before you make that final decision. And it's one that will sing in your heart and one that will give you the benefits and you the healing. I'm also feeling a Hierophant here. It's in the future position. This has also been called the Pope card. It stands for kind of like an old-time tradition. It's more of the traditional ways of doing things, whether it's, seeking out spiritual information from a priest or seeking out information from a church. But it's more the traditional ways. It also can stand for family traditions. And since the holidays are coming up, this might be a pull for you to do something more formal, more traditional, and it's something that it feels like you want to make some changes. So step out of the guilt if you want to make some changes over the holidays, create new traditions, or not do what has been traditional in your family. If you'd like to do something new, something different, I encourage you to do that. Sometimes the old ways mixed with the new ways really give us more joy than doing the traditional thing that, always doing the same thing over and over again. So, and that looks like something here in your reading that is time for you to try something new and create new traditions for yourself and your family. So that is in the future position. We have the star at the basis of here. And the star is kind of like, once again, giving away all your energy, giving it to others. It's a nurturing card. It can stand for your mother. The star card, let me see, the star card, I think also can be an Aquarius. So if you're having issues with Aquarius or you're giving too much to an Aquarius, this may be that representation. But in general, the star, it's time for you to give to you. You have all these wonderful magical creations right here just waiting to be created and to be manifested into the physical world. Well, if you're off in the world giving too much to your parents, giving too much to your kids, giving too much to your job, and not paying attention to you or making you a priority, then none of this will come to fruition because you're not giving it the time. So now it's time to invest a little in your happiness and a lot in your magic. So start giving to yourself as well as others. Make yourself a priority. And I know that if we don't feed ourselves and take care of ourselves, then we can create dis-ease in our bodies. So please do not ignore the warning signs that your body has been giving you, and do what you can do, whether it's changing your diet, changing, a way that you move your body that is detrimental to you. So, creating carpal tunnel or something like that. But please pay attention to your health and your own well-being. Make you a priority. Start doing some things for you first, because as you see, you're giving away now. So it's time for you to feed your soul as well. It doesn't mean stop taking care of our kids or, stop gifting other people. things, but it does mean put you on the list. Put you on the list, Sagittarius. So there is a situation that you've been ignoring for a while. So now it's time to pull off that blindfold and take a look at what's really going on. Sometimes just ignoring things and being protective of ourselves works for a while, but it does not work in the long run. So there's something that's happening within either your relationship, your work, your home, something that you've been ignoring for a long time, and you know that it's time to look at it and it's time to deal with it. So put down the defenses, take a look at what's really happening, and make some choices. Make some choices for you that are healthier. Speak those words of kindness. But some things need to be said and some things need to be done for the situation to change, and it is require your participation. So please cast off that blindfold, take a look at what's really going on, address it, and then you will be open for some change. Otherwise, you're just holding everything really close to your heart, holding your cards close to your heart. There's no motion with this. It's more of a defense card than it is one of motion. And I know fire signs, you like to see the physical activity. You like to see that motion for validation. So find your bravery and look at the situation as it honestly is and do something about it. Doing nothing about a situation is a choice that does affect us. So participate in those choices, participate in the outcome and the resolution of that issue that is right before you. Justice card is here. If you do this, it feels like if you look at things honestly, do your part in them, justice is the reward. And this can be anything from a legal justice to an apology from the past. So you do your part and justice will prevail. You will find the balance in the situation. You will find the answers to the situation, but you must come out of the cave, Sagittarius, for that to happen. Motion is here. Healing is here. Growth is here. But I'm really feeling the orange color. And when I ask Spirit what that is, it's time for you to heal your heart. It's time for you to make you a priority, and it's time for you to make some choices that better you. So put down the destructive behavior or ignoring things. Really look at things as they truly are and make some decisions and some movement towards resolution, and justice will prevail. And it feels like it's justice towards you, not that you are apologizing to someone else, but someone is offering you justice. So the culmination card, what this all means, and then I also throw 2 for clarity. It just seems to work out best when we get a little clarity on what it all means. So this is a contemplative card. This is taking the time, my beautiful fire sign Sagittarius, and really looking at all the options. It also has to do with either making money or how you spend money, reevaluating where your money needs to go. But this is one of really contemplating, taking a look at things for yourself and finding out where what will work for you and what moves the energy for you. But I know that you need motion too. So, but take a moment to really take a look at your options, your choices, what behaviors that you have that are unhealthy for you, that you need to change, that have nothing to do with anyone else, and make those changes. You also need motion. Start collecting some information. This can be education. This could be collecting information on just, anything from where you should invest your 401k to do you need a different job. But really start collecting some information and some resources on your next move. It's time to make those dreams come true. And those dreams may have changed since the last time you looked. So really take an honest look at what you want for the next 5 to 10 years and see if that's in line and what you need to do to educate yourself to make those motions, make that happen. And it can be finishing school, it could be going back to school, or it could just be collecting information on the web that you need to make your next step. For many of you, I'm feeling money stuff. There's a lot of discs up here. And that can be money. It also can be education, but this is feeling money. So make decisions that are wise to build your money. You may have to take it from like a 401k and put it into something else. It may be even a new way to make money, but it does have require some study. It does require getting some wisdom and some to check out what is available. But collecting some resources and some information before you make that final decision. I know fire signs like to make those decisions very quickly. Please take the time, really see what would work for you in the long run, looking at the 5 to 10 year plan. Also the Ace of Wands, so you are getting back on track. It looks like you have been off the spiritual path for a while, not just with spiritual, but kind of took a detour. It may meant taking care of someone that was ill, but now it's time to refocus on you, what you like your future to look like, and how to get there. Really giving all the problems away to spirit that do not serve you, releasing either relationships or behaviors that are detrimental to you so you can grow once again. And you really are on the path of growing. But there is like one last step to pull the blinders off and to really feel the motion and to feel that validation of your movements and your thoughts and your desires. So it's time to get back on the path, Sagittarius. Start doing some things to make your dreams come true. So that is what I see for your reading for November. I'm going to throw a couple of these beautiful past life cards. I used them last month, but they worked so well that I'm going to use them. Oh, Native America, get back to your roots. Whether you're Native American or not, it's time to get back to your roots. Find out what the original plan is. And Egypt. Egypt is, what I'm picking up on Egypt is really looking at the history of things. What is the history of things? And the history of this motion, did it give you what you wanted, or did it not? So now is the time to really look at where you began and where you want to be. Use the things from history that afford you what you want, that benefit you. But if some of the old traditions don't work for you anymore, make some new traditions for yourself. Staying too much in the past really does not afford us to leap into our future. Staying present but collecting information and putting it towards our future really is a much more beneficial way. So don't cling to the past, dear Sagittarius. Let the things go that naturally need to go, that are not beneficial. Use the history of what you have experienced to propel you forward into what your highest creative essence is and what your magic and what your desires are for the future. So I really encourage you to release your past, look at what works for you, and then do your 5 to 10 year plan, what you want it to look like in the future. Start moving towards the future place instead of really being stuck in the sorrow of the past. There's a little bit of sorrow that you need to process here. But other than that, I would say that's a reading. There's some good things here. There's some challenging things here, dear Sagittarius. But I encourage you to keep moving forward, keep collecting information. You are a fire sign, so you have that fire in your belly. So take a moment to contemplate what is the best direction before you just jump on the path.